This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Tidal Health.
Every day, 17 people die waiting for a life-saving organ transplant.
Every 9 minutes, somebody new is added to the organ transplant waiting list.
National Donate Life Month just so happens to be the month of April. And here to tell us more about this important cause is Tim Lund. He is a Donate Life ambassador with Infinite Legacy. Thank you for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So nice to meet you. Okay, so can you talk a little bit about what Infinite Legacy does?
Yeah, Infinite Legacy is an organ transplant organization. So what they do is they encourage people to donate organs, life-saving organs, whether it's kidney, liver, your eyes, skin. All of these things can be used to save someone's life or to improve their quality of life.
So as a Donate Life ambassador, what do you do?
I go around with others to try to encourage, whether it's a flag raising ceremony, try to encourage people to check that box off on their license. Something as simple as that.
Right.
Making sure that there's awareness of the cause because of the stat you just put up there that you just mentioned. There's 100,000 people on that list waiting for a life-saving organ.
And you're not just an ambassador, you're a living donor?
I am. So in 2016, I gave a portion of my liver to a good friend of mine's son who was awaiting a transplant, and no one in the family was a match, but it turned out I was.
Wow.
So I was able to save a life.
And that didn't have a bad impact on you or your liver?
Not at all. No, perfectly normal, very shortly after, actually.
And there's just a portion that the recipient needs.
Right, it needs to be a portion big enough for the recipient, and then of course big enough for me to survive with it.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's
wow.
pretty amazing.
So what kind of things can we do to observe National Donate Life Month?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is awareness. If you see that flag, if you've ever seen it at the hospital in the month of April, probably all the local hospitals should be flying this flag.
Okay.
Especially on April, I think it's the 14th or 15th. That day in particular, you'll probably see that flag flying, and that should be a signal to people that, if you've ever thought about becoming an organ donor, you ought to take that next step and just, check that box. There's some misconceptions out there about organ donation, but at the end of the day, you're saving a life, and it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, throughout the month, are there events that we can participate in?
There are these flag raising events, as I mentioned. You'll see those. I don't know the particulars of every single event, but again, I believe the key date is April 15th. But the main thing is just to make yourself aware and learn more about it. And once you have that knowledge, you're much more likely to go ahead and want to be a donor.
Because so what is National Donate Life Blue and Green Day?
Again, that's that day.
That's that day.
That's April 15th.
Gotcha.
Forget if it's the 14th. I believe it's the 15th to check my notes. But April 15th is that day where, again, it's just raising awareness more than anything. You'll see those are the colors of the organization for the donation.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
Yeah, of course, not everybody can donate for whatever reason, but you can donate money toward a cause, can't you?
Always donate money, absolutely. The other thing is, some people think they wouldn't take my organs because I've got diabetes. Not true. Not necessarily true. So a lot of things are in people's heads that, well, they wouldn't want probably want your skin.
Yeah.
They might want your eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot, even blood vessels, you'd be surprised. So, you've left this earth, do something for someone who can really,
Give it to someone else.
Yeah.
give to someone else, extend their life.
Well, Tim Lund, we really appreciate you coming in today, and thank you for being a living donor and an ambassador.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.